Good morning, guys. I hope you are doing very fine. Before we proceed to our project, we would like to present a video that is related to our project.
Daghang lugar sa Davao City ilabi na sa downtown area ang gilunupan tungod sa pagbunok sa ulan kagabi. Gani usa ka balay ang naanod atol sa pagbaha. Ani report ni Argil Relator.
Pipila ka kabalayan ug kadalanan sa Davao City ang gibaha resulta sa pagbundak sa ulan inubanan sa pagpangilat Miyerkules sa gabi. Sa Kilometer 5 Guadalupe 1, Barangay Matina Crossing, lampas tuhod na ang level sa tubig baha. Gani gisulod na sa tubig baha ang pipila ka kabalayan. Lakip sa labing naapektuhan ang usa ka subdivision sa maong barangay, diin usa ka balay ang naanod sa baha. Saysay sa tag-iya nga si Epifania Kalimpas sa pakiginabi sa GMA Super Radio Davao tungod sa kakusog sa bulog sa tubig baha na anod ang punuan sa kahoy nga mooy nagpugong sa gibarugan sa balay, hinungdan nga nahugmak kini. Base sa datos sa BDRMO, 350 ka magbanay sa lugar ang naapektuhan sa pagbaha ug sagad kanila mibakwit na sa Barangay Evacuation Center. Hinoon, nagprofiling ang City Social Welfare and Development Office aron mahatagan sab sila og tabang. Dili na makita ang konkretong dalan sa MacArthur Highway sa Matina, Davao City, human gilunupan. Nang lutaw na ang mga basura. Tagatuhod sab ang level sa baha sa pipila ka kadalanan sa Barangay Ubalde, Agdao District. Sa usa ka subdivision sa Barangay V. Hizon Senior, daw dagat na sab ang dalan tungod sa baha. Gani kining usa ka motorsiklo gituklod na lang human napalungan og makina sa tunga sa dalan. Sa downtown area, nakasinati og street flooding ang mga kalsada sa F. Torres Corner Jacinto Extension, MacArthur Highway Corner Tulip Drive, JP Laurel Avenue Corner V. Mapa, Ramon Magsaysay Avenue Corner F. Bangoy, ug Quezon Boulevard Corner R. Magsaysay Avenue. Hinoon,
Now we'll start the reporting.
Good day everyone, we're the Group 6 of Water Resource Engineering, and today we will be introducing our project themed Smart Flood Control, Building Safer Communities, using the design thinking process, a human-centered approach to problem solving. We aim to address the severe flooding issue in Ramon Magsaysay, Davao City. Initially, our solution focused on enhancing the existing drainage systems, but through the design thinking process, we have taken a more comprehensive approach to truly understand the needs of the community. In early October 2024, the community faced intense flooding due to heavy rainfall, which caused significant damage to homes, schools, and local businesses. Many families were displaced, and the stagnant floodwaters raised concerns about the spread of waterborne diseases and access to clean water. This urban community relies heavily on surface water and drainage systems. However, during the heavy rains, the systems were overwhelmed, underscoring the need for improved flood management infrastructure. Our target segment includes residents who experience displacement and damage to their properties, particularly families, business owners, and school communities. The first step in the design thinking process is emphasized. For this phase, we conducted interviews with the residents of Ramon Magsaysay, Davao City, to better understand their experiences with flooding. Here are the key questions we ask. How often does flooding occur in your area? Have there been any changes in land use or development that might affect flooding? What measures have been taken to manage or prevent flooding? What areas are most affected by flooding in your community? What impact does flooding have on your daily life and local economy? What resources or support do you think are needed to address flooding issues? What steps do you believe could be taken to prevent future flooding in your area? Through these interviews, we've gained a much clearer understanding of the community's concern, which will guide us in defining the core issues and shaping the next stages of our project.
Next would be define. Here in our define, we have stated 5 problems, such as poor drainage system, climate change impact, public awareness issue, and unregulated urban development. For poor drainage system, old or damaged drainage infrastructure clog, drain due to waste built up or lack of maintenance. Next is climate change impact. Increase of rainfall intensity and frequency rising in sea levels in coastal cities and unpredictable weather patterns. The third one is public awareness issue. The lack of knowledge on flood preparedness, limited community engagement, and flood mitigation ignorance about flood-prone zones. Fourth would be unregulated urban development such as constructions on floodplains, increase impeccable surface such as roads and buildings. And finally, reduce natural infiltrates areas. And finally, for our last of our defines is inadequate flood mitigation policies, which are non-integrated flood risk management delay or lack of early warning system, and poor urban planning with flood prevention in mind. The main factor of the disaster flood is the first problem, which is poor drainage system as it slows down the movement of the water. As for the rest of the factors are just the after effects or supporting factors of the flood.
The IDA focuses on four main strategies for flood risk mitigation and water resource management. First, improve drainage systems, upgrading drainage infrastructure, increasing capacity, and incorporating eco-friendly solutions like bioswales and permeable pavements help manage heavy rainfall and prevent flooding. Regular maintenance and construction of larger storm drains and retention basins are also essential. Second, flood-resistant urban planning. Implement zoning regulations to limit construction in flood-prone areas and encourage the use of flood-resistant materials. Preserving green spaces enhances water absorption, reducing flood risks in urban areas. Third, public education and community engagement. Raise awareness through campaigns on flood safety and the importance of waste management to prevent clogged drains. Organizing flood drills and encouraging community participation foster preparedness and resilience. The last but not the least, sustainable water management policies. Implement strict water conservation and runoff management regulations to reduce flood risks. Promoting rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge ensures long-term water sustainability and minimizes surface runoff. These strategies together promote resilient infrastructure and communities equipped to manage water effectively and mitigate flood risks.
A prototype for flood management solutions in the context of water resources engineering features three main components. Initially, our original solution focused on drainage systems, but after undergoing the design thinking process, we redefined the approach to a more comprehensive flood defense system. The first component emphasizes the design of structural systems with a focus on sustainable flood defense construction and the installation of drainage and water diversion infrastructure. Gaiken's flood defense system is provided as an example of modern engineering tackling flood challenges. The second component involves the regulatory framework, which calls for the development and enforcement of local and national regulations, including zoning laws and building codes to enhance flood resistance in vulnerable areas. This ensures a legal and organizational structure for flood management. The third component centers on community engagement and preparedness, emphasizing the need for public education through flood awareness campaigns and preparedness drills, as well as training programs for emergency response teams. Together, these components form a comprehensive flood management plan that integrates infrastructure policy and community participation to mitigate the impact of floods. In the test phase, we evaluate the proposed flood management solutions. First, experts like hydrologists, engineers, and flood management specialists review the design of system structures. Their input ensures that the technical aspects like drainage systems and flood-resistant buildings will work effectively, and we have also gathered feedbacks from our classmates as for the design. Next, urban planners and flood agencies check the regulatory framework.
They suggest any revisions to make sure our solutions follow local laws and fit into city plans. Finally, we gather feedback from the community, including local residents, disaster response experts, and local government units. This helps us understand if the solutions are practical, meet the needs of the people, and improve disaster preparedness. By testing in these areas, we can refine and improve the solutions before moving forward.
In early October 2024, severe flooding hit Ramon Magsaysay in Davao City, displacing families and damaging homes, schools, and farmland. The community is now facing concerns over stagnant water, clean water access, and waterborne diseases. The flooding was caused by overwhelmed, poorly maintained drainage system and worsened by climate change and unregulated urban development. Proposed solutions include upgrading drainage infrastructure, implementing flood-resistant urban planning, educating the public on flood preparedness, and enforcing sustainable water management policies. The community is working with experts to refine these strategies and build long-term flood resilience.
The following texts are the sources we have used to complete our project. That's all. Thank you for listening and have a good